go to YouTube and check out my bonus video footage, and then being like, subscribe while you're there, and hit that like button.
Hey, speaking of, hi, my name is Christastic, currently set as Scarlet here. I am here with my friend, the Anti-Claus, also Nick, aka the Minister / the Magister. It really depends on where you're seeing him. And this is Divinity 2 Original Sin. Divinity 2 or just Divinity Original Sin?
Divinity Original Sin. It's actually, I think, like the third or fourth game in the series.
Right. So, okay, so this is Divinity Original Sin Enhanced Edition. It was on sale during the summer sale, and I was able to pick it up. I've played for a few minutes here and there. I probably played for about a half hour, an hour earlier, and decided that it just looked too cool to do co-op. So this is a little video that's just going to be character creation, and then after this, I'm actually going to stream us playing, but I figure I wasn't going to start the stream with character creation because Nick and I both like to really get into it. So yeah, so here we go. First off, I have no idea what I want to do.
I was going to say, the biggest choice for me is if I want to do a ranged or a melee character. So pretty much once you figure out anywhere remotely what you want to do, I will...
Yeah, I'm thinking... So when I did, when I made my two characters... Well, okay, so first off, I made about 7 sets of characters and played the first 20 minutes of this game 7 fucking times.
I did it about 20 times, so yeah. I can't fault you at all.
Eventually I settled on, I made Danny, my pirate persona. I made Danny and his sister as characters, and I enjoyed that. That was fun. So I'm wondering if I want to do Danny again, but I don't know. Also, I'm going to set AI personality to Rascal, because I don't know what these actually do, and that just seems fun.
That's if you actually set them to, I think, any sort of AI control.
To
which obviously should never happen. I mean, you need full control of your people all the time. Like,
now, what do I have that needs sharp?
You can set, like, technically speaking, the main 2 characters are also done just like the followers are, which means you can actually set them to just be AI handled.
Okay.
Which is, it's nifty and it's odd.
I wish that you had any physical customization over the character at all.
Oh, for like height, weight, that kind of stuff?
Yeah. It's fine that you don't. I just wish that you did.
Yeah. You pretty much have, I think, skin tone,
hair, and face. And the faces are all the same, basically. I'm thinking about doing Rogue, but the problem I had when I did Rogue was that, it seemed like just moving up to attack took so much AP.
So I was actually looking at what they changed from Enhanced Edition to from the regular edition. Apparently, because of how good backstabby rogues were previously, they nerfed the crap out of them, and now they're almost not worth playing. Like the AP cost to get what they do.
Oh no, I don't even necessarily mean backstabby. I just mean the AP cost to move into melee combat is just high.
Well, see, the big thing will change when we actually get our hands on the pyramids, because...
I don't know what that means.
That's the thing. We eventually will get a pair of pyramids.
Remember, no spoilers,
Yeah. For the most part, we both end up carrying them. They allow... Essentially, you can use one pyramid to teleport to the other pyramid. They are used for puzzles.
Oh,
They are also handy for, like, hey, I'm going to teleport to you. They are an object in the game, which means you can be like, hey, sneaky rogue, go stealth mode. Now, go out and toss this pyramid behind the enemy, and I'll teleport to the pyramid using my pyramid and be like, surprise butt sex.
God damn it, Nick.
Frontline Warrior will toss it out and be like, hey, sneaky rogue, suddenly appear out of nowhere and stab a motherfucker.
Okay, I'm going to play a magic using melee combat then.
Okay. I'm going to make a ranger, which I happen to be on the ranger, even though I don't care about their ranger template. I'm going to change it all to...
Oh, obviously, yeah, I'm on the Shadow Blade because that's just the physical appearance I want.
Oh, I changed my physical appearance.
What? How do you change your physical appearance?
When you hit customization, you look on the right-hand side.
No. Oh, no. I mean the clothing and stuff.
Oh yeah, the starting clothing. Yeah. Question: what are you doing for voice?
A whit. Hold.
Probably
Allow me
Rogue.
to
I
ring a
like the
trap.
Rogue voice.
Then
Yeah, good call. Good call. We shouldn't do the same.
unfortunately, Rogue is like the best voice in my opinion.
I can do Wizard.
There must be a way to
Wizard sounds a
spring
bit
this trap
pretentious.
safely.
Yeah, but I like it. Actually, no. I'm
Better
doing
to
a
detonate that
frontline
mine
fighter. I'll do
safely
the
than
Warrior.
trip over it myself.
I was gonna say I could go Warrior or Rogue. They both sound pretty cool.
I got Warrior.
Okay. I will be Rogue then with my bow. Need to get a good. I need to pick a portrait that I like and then match my character to the portrait.
God, that's the problem. Is I'll make a character and just be like, well, this is the portrait that's closest, I guess.
Nope. I go reverse. I match the character to the portrait.
That's not a bad idea.
I wish they had one of those snapshot abilities where I could be like, hey, take a snapshot of my character's head. That's not my portrait.
Wait, do you mean because it's 2016?
Yes.
And there's no reason you can't do that? This is a pretty indie game, though, right?
Technically, yes. I mean, like I said, it's the 4th game in the series, but it is an indie. It is a independent game company.
Right.
Ooh. I like that you can actually turn off the armor to see what your stars and stripes boxers. Yeah, that's a thing.
It is very weird.
Damn it, I really like that portrait, but he's bald in that portrait. It could be an old picture. Just saying.
The DMV in the Divinity world is notably behind the times. Also, I really enjoy doing, like, shaggy blonde hair, facial hair for characters. Okay, now that I've gotten the... there's only, like, 3 physical customization options, and that's been, like, what, 15 minutes so far? Let's actually make my character.
Also, I'm going to point out, this is a tad bit upsetting, the portrait is bald. There is no option for bald.
Interesting. Also, do you know what's really cool? I'm not sure if you noticed this. Have you been able to see, like, sort of off to the side, my character's features shifting around? Because I can watch your character change as you go.
That is actually...
Are you making a MODOK?
Awesome.
That's awesome.
Oh, see, this is one of those things I really hate the portraits because I could totally do a cool Egyptian look.
So do an Egyptian look and then just use, like, one of the black faces. Okay, it feels weird to say the word blackface, even though obviously I wasn't using it in that context.
I almost wish there was a portrait that was like just... Oh, no. There's a blank generic looking guy. Like, this is before, like, back when I was younger, before I grew facial hair, actual hair, and got, like, stuff done.
Are you going to take talking to animals, whatever the hell that one's called?
I might. One of us needs it. Like, it's too good.
I heard Pet Pal. Well, if you're the ranger, it makes sense.
Unless you want it. I mean, if you want to be able to talk to animals.
I was telling you should do it.
Okay. There are, in fact, quite a few quests that the only way to get them is to...
Seriously?
Uh-huh.
You know what's cool is since I'm doing the melee and I don't have to worry about the range stuff, like, I can actually, like, okay, I'm going to focus on, like, a sword and shield kind of thing. Now, here's the big thing. I want to pick, like, 2 skills. What do I want my 2 skills to be? I think I want one of them to be witchcraft. Because I like witchcraft. But God, all of the magic is cool.
I like 2 levels of geomancy because it lets you summon a spider.
1 level of geomancy also lets you summon a spider.
Oh, is it only 1 now? That is more awesome then.
I feel like you should take that, being the ranger, if you want to.
Let's see, my initial intent was, let's see, a level of bow, a level of expert marksman, and then probably the 4 elements.
All 4 of them?
Yeah, just for the basic stuff. There is so ridiculously much elemental synergy in this.
Yeah,
that,
I know.
I mean, it gets insane.
Well, shit, then I'll take witchcraft then. I'm not going to take any of the elements if you are.
I mean, I could split up some of these. Like, I could take... No, yeah, because that's... Yeah, geomancy is the one that has the thing. The big thing is I know I want to do... I don't know if I can actually get them all. I can't get fire.
I'll do fire.
Because there's not enough points.
Well, hang on. I really like teleportation. Why do we start with Staff of the Magus? Oh, it's just so that wizards have a base attack. Never mind, I get it. It makes sense now.
Yep.
Yeah, I could do fire. What do we got for Man-at-Arms? I've never actually looked at the Man-at-Arms stuff. Dude, melee power stance is sweet. Increased damage and movement just for losing some to hit. That's great. Love it. What did I take? Pyrokinetic?
Pyrokinetic.
I want Flare then. Flare is basically like a gap closer. Like, oh, they're too far out for me to get to. Flare. One of us should probably have Lore Master, right?
Ish. I always made, like, so any of the crafting skills and stuff like that. So, again, trying to avoid spoilers, there are 4 NPCs that will join your party, but you can only carry 2 of them at a time.
Uh-huh.
So I usually pick 1 or 2 of them that I don't like, and
Okay,
I make
to be the
them do
crafties.
all the crafting, all of the lore.
Cool. Well, fuck them.
And then when you go to town, you're just like, hey, you leave, you crafty dude that's my homie, join up, come over here and make something for me, and then leave. I don't... Are you sure?
Am I sure what?
Oh, I'm looking at something real quick. How do I... Is that just the only options it's going to give me for starting spells?
Yeah, you don't have a whole lot.
Yeah. Not sure if I want... Power stance. I know I think I want Ricochet.
Ricochet is sick.
Oh, hey, I just realized I'm only looking at expert marksman. Duh. I forgot there's little tabs on the side.
Oh, yeah.
I am Team Moran.
Moran.
Because I want summon spider.
Obs.
And then I want rain. Although that one might actually be an easier one to learn later. See, the big thing is there's a nifty combination with Geomancer and fire, where Geomancer you use
Oil.
midnight oil, and then you light that oil on fire. Although I could also do... Oh, I don't actually have access to lightning yet.
Now, in the interest of being role-playing, I'm going to be charismatic as fuck. You can choose to be charismatic as fuck if you want, and we can duke it out if we ever disagree.
No, yeah, you can totally have that. That's,
I took 1 charisma, and I took politician. Oh, yeah. What is this? Let me take lone wolf in a co-op game. Oh, companion, that means I don't get a second person, right?
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's actually cool. But no, I don't want to do that.
It essentially sets your... Like, it sets the party size one less. So if we both took Lone Wolf, it would literally just be me and you.
Yeah. That'd be kind of fun to do, actually.
There were builds for the older game because of the bonuses that you get as a result that specifically ran off of this idea kind of thing. Why do I have to make decisions at all? This is America, isn't it? Shouldn't somebody be making these decisions for me? Oh, hey, nifty thing, by the way, that I learned that you might find handy to know. In Man-at-Arms, there is a stance. What's it called? Melee power stance.
Yes.
Yeah. So, chance to hit minus 20%, yeah?
I know. I already talked about how I liked it and how I took it.
Okay. Touch spells always hit.
Oh, cool.
The 20% damage still applies.
So why would I take Flare when I could take Burning Touch?
Uh-huh. Get up to them, touch them, because those all run off of saving throws, not to hit chance. But you'll still get the 20% damage increase.
Now, I only have a 60% chance of actually burning the victim because my intelligence is 4. That's okay.
Did you lower your intelligence?
I took politician, yo.
I specifically put 2 points in intelligence because intelligence determines how many ability points you get per level.
Damn. That's rough.
It's the Fallout thing. The intelligence.
That's actually annoying.
I really wish RPGs would get away from using it. I actually really like that about Fallout 4. I do not have to take intelligence. It no longer becomes a mandatory stat. I mean, I think it still does that. It's one of those things. I have honestly no idea because...
One of us should probably have Light Stepper, right? Gives a +2 perception for detecting traps and secrets.
My spider, oddly enough, detects traps.
Weird.
It's also immune to poison, because it's a spider. I don't know. That usually doesn't work out in the actual animal kingdom.
Yeah.
I need something electric-based, but the only option I actually have is Shocking Touch, and that's not okay.
Yeah.
Because if I'm going to take rain... I can get rain from somewhere else, though. Like, I think you can get rain... Which means I'm going to take... I already have one geomantic spell. I'm going to take Midnight Oil. That's going to be way too handy.
Take a fire spell.
Because I'm not planning on putting stuff into...
Oh, you don't have fire. Just kidding.
pyromancy. I mean, I might, because as I level up, I might put points into pyromancy. I like the idea of being... Essentially, what I think I'm going for here is essentially a druid. Like, I want to use range stuff as a backup weapon, but I'm technically going to be more of an elementalist spellcaster. You know what? If I'm not taking any air spells to start with, let me drop air for now and take fire. And I'll take Midnight Oil, Flare, and Spider. That works. That makes perfect sense. Pet Pal. Ooh, you get to pick 2 of these? Also, I love Elemental Affinity. You get your action point cost for casting spells lowered by 1 when standing in the same element. Yay.
Fire.
The only one that's useful for is... No, because water is water. Like, if you cast rain... Yeah. I'd be tempted to take Zombie, because that one's always cool. You don't heal by normal methods, but Poison now heals you, which means you take spells that do poison damage and just point blank them.
And you could be some sort of cool necromantic Egyptian person.
Leech is a weird one, although I heard they actually fixed a bug with it. There used to be a spell that made you bleed like nobody's business, but there was a bug with Leech which heals you when you're standing in blood, that when you cast the spell on... Like, you couldn't cast it on yourself, but you used another character to cast it on your character, and you would spurt so much blood and then heal from the blood that no matter what level you were, it would just max heal you.
Yeah.
Hey. Far Out Man increases the range of spells and scrolls by 2 meters. That's going to be either that or arrow recovery. A 33% chance to recover special arrows is amazing. Because that's a 1 in 3 chance to not use a special arrow. I'm going to go with arrow recovery. Because special arrows are just as good as scrolls with better range kind of thing. I think I've accomplished things. Yeah.
I think I have also accomplished things. So,
holy smickdizzle.
Introduce us to your character. Who is he? What is he like? What's his thing?
I am a marksman with a legendary knack for self-preservation.
Fuck you.
Actually, I'm thinking about changing the name. MODOK is the name of my Minotaur warrior I used to play way back in the day.
It's not really fitting anymore.
Yeah. So I'm actually going to use, and I can't actually pronounce it in Gaelic, Anmahai literally means animal.
Cool.
And no, he is a general all-purpose kind of old-school ranger type, where he is a man of the elements, and the environment actually speaks to him. Decided to pick up, spending so much time in the forest communing with natures and the animals and fire and calling oil. He decided to also carry a bow so that he could shoot things without burning his home down. Which I'm going to say he accidentally did at one point, and that's why he's all grim-faced now, is because he's a... Matter of fact, the eyeshadow that I'm wearing is soot from the...
sad.
I know, but that's how I met you, whoever you are.
My name is Oberdon. Or O'Brien? O'Brien, I think. My name is O'Brien.
You would need the little hyphen thing for it to be O'Brien, wouldn't you? Like O capital B?
No. No, because it's not Irish.
Oh. Well. Continue.
I am a powerful assassin whose arsenal of... No, that Shadowblade is inaccurate.
Inaccurate.
I am I was a knight for some lord, and I started picking up on some witchcraft when I was out in the field at one point, and after studying witchcraft and studying magic and things, I learned about the source and decided I wanted to become a source hunter because fuck sorcerers. And so
Completely forgot we're source hunters.
yeah, yeah, we're source hunters. And so basically, I was traveling the countryside, and I heard tale of this horrible monster who burned down his village, and I went to take him down. Found out that you weren't a sorcerer, you were just some poor sap who got in over his head, and you were so distraught and downtrodden that I decided to offer you a chance to redeem yourself in hunting down the source.
And I was like, sure, it's not like I have a home anymore. Somebody burnt it down.
And then I killed you. I don't know. Sweet. So, Oberiden and Anmahai. Anmahai?
I just say Anmahai.
Anmahai?
Yeah, it's not even...
Source
like, there's
hunters.
a V in the pronunciation of that. Don't ask me. It's Gaelic.
Okay, now I'm going to end the recording and then start the stream.
Do what you do. I need to get an editor.